if they're not fixed before the election, that is all the more reason, if you really want your house fixed, and they're not fixed before election, to double up, organize, and tell your neighbor, we had to vote for Labour because that's the only way we're going to get our house fixed.
There are some people who have been damaged by hurricanes and the volcano since 2001, and they have not get their stuff repaired as yet. Ralph Gonsalves is telling those Labour supporters for you to hold on and support him. I'm paraphrasing here. If he and his party don't repair it, you will never get your house repaired. Like if he is your God, if he don't do it, no one else can do it for you. If he don't do it, the Most High can't use Major Leacock to get it done for you. If he don't do it, the Most High God can't use the other members of the New Democratic Party or some other party to do it for you. If you don't do it, the Most High God hands is too short to bless you himself. Ralph Gonsalves has set himself up as your God, and he is saying to you that you will never prosper unless he is responsible for prospering. You will never get your house repaired unless he is responsible for repairing your house. Now you have been treating him like a God and you've been relying on him for these things. That is why the Most High God have not answered your prayers. Because you pray to God for help, but you put your trust in Ralph Gonsalves' lies, hoping that he will save you. Ralph Gonsalves treats the people who support him and his party in St. Vincent and the Grenadines as if he is their God. Labour supporters, bow down and worship your God, Ralph Gonsalves. The politicians are going to look out for themselves, their friends, and their families. Let me give you an example of what I'm saying. Some time ago, a young man was given a job to take a quantity of money from the main island, St. Vincent, to Union Islands using his vessel. This is a private citizen. I don't know the amount of cash he had to take to Union Island, but I know he get over $15,000 for the trip using his luxury boat to take that monies from St. Vincent mainland to St. Vincent Union Island. Now the excuse that was made is that the money was supposed to be transported by air. However, there were bad weather that prevented aircrafts from traveling from St. Vincent to Union Island. However, the Met Office and the air control system at the Argyle Airport reported that there were no such bad weather that prevented aircraft from leaving and coming into St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It was a case that monies from the government treasury had to be transported to Union Island urgently. Wouldn't it be the Coast Guard? Why didn't they ensure that the Coast Guard was charged with the responsibility for taking those monies to the Southern Grenadines where it was needed? So while you are waiting for a job that is never coming, while you are waiting for some material to repair your house, Ralph Gonsalves is creating situations to ensure that his son Storm get monies through nepotism.
There's an interesting post by Rohan Pollock.
Right.
Let me just read it out. So let me get this straight. A sizable amount of cash needed to be transported from St. Vincent to the Southern Grenadines pertaining to arrangements between Ian Wace and the government.
Right.
Weather conditions prevented the money from being flown down, so the next best option is to contract a private citizen who does not work for the government to carry down the money on a pleasure craft. So what happened to the Coast Guard, the people who are trained and paid to carry out rough water and deep water exercises?
call, and who is this private citizen?
Who is this private citizen?
That is so trusted by the treasury.
that they're above the Coast Guard.
Above the Coast Guard.
Exactly.
Correct.
Who?
That private citizen that was given the $15,000 to transport upon his luxury craft. Money is donated by Mr. Wace to the Southern Grenadines. Was Ralph Gonsalves' son, Storm Gonsalves.